welcome to Vance Tried It. Today, we're going to be making some pizza pepper poppers. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a 1/4 pound of ground beef. This is 80-20, in case you're curious. And we're just going to go ahead and get this browned up right here in our skillet. And while this is browning up, why don't you go ahead and tell me, what is your favorite pepper? Are you a jalapeno pepper fan? Bell pepper? Are you a banana pepper? Or, like what we're going to be using today, along with the jalapeno peppers, the mini sweet peppers. What is your favorite pepper to use, to cook with, or just to eat? Why don't you let me know down in the comment section. And hey, while you're down there, go ahead and like this video and go ahead and ring that bell. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. And that would help me out a great deal. So we're going to go ahead and get this meat browned up, and we'll get back to you when we're ready to start the next step. Okay, so we have our hamburger browned up, and now what I have here is a 1/4 cup of Rao's marinara sauce. And the reason we're using this brand, Rao's, R-A-O''S, is because it is a low-carb marinara sauce. And so my wife is on a low-carb diet. So I try at least once a week to make a real good low-carb recipe for her. And that's what this is. This is going to be a low-carb recipe. I have the heat off there. Let me get rid of this utensil here. And now what I have here is I have some sliced in half and seeded and cleaned some sweet mini peppers. But I also have some jalapenos, because that's how I kind of roll. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my baking sheet here. And I'm just going to take some of this sauce here. Put in there. And this should do about 7 peppers. Ooh, that's still hot. But if we have some left over, I can always cut up a couple more of these peppers, because these minis are pretty small. And so it may take more than 7 of these. They're really noticeably small in comparison to these jalapenos. But here's kind of a larger one. The yellow ones in there were pretty large. The orange ones and the red ones tended to be really small this time. And they are minis, so that shouldn't really surprise us too much. Let's see what we have here. Now, here's the neat thing. You don't have to make these pizza poppers. You could use whatever seasoning you want in this meat. You could make it taco poppers. Just whatever you want to do. Just kind of give you a little extra variety in your meal. We eat a lot of meals that are meat only. And so that is obviously the easiest way to be low carb, is to be carnivore. But we like to change things up every once in a while also. So that's what we're kind of doing here. And so I am going to have some leftover meat here. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I'm probably going to cut up a couple more of these peppers. And then I will fill them up. And I'll get back to you when we're ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so I grabbed a couple more peppers and got those prepared, got them filled up. So now what we're going to do is we have some freshly shredded mozzarella cheese that we're going to put on here. We're not going to be too concerned if some falls over the edge. We're going to try and keep it on the peppers. But the great thing about this is if this cheese kind of falls off the side, we're just going to have some kind of cheese crisps along with this, and there is never anything wrong with some cheese crisps. Now, you can use bagged cheese if you want to. I pretty much never used bagged cheese anymore. It has a coating in there that I just try to avoid. For one thing, certainly if you're going to make a sauce, you don't want to use bagged cheese. It wouldn't do bad on these because we're just melting it on top. But that coating really keeps it from melting really like it should. And so I always just like to use fresh cheese. And then I don't have to worry what chemicals are in that coating that they're putting on there. So I've got some mozzarella on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Italian seasoning. I'm just going to sprinkle some Italian seasoning across here. Just like that. And now I have some pepperonis. What I have done is I have quartered them to make them smaller. And then we're just going to cover the top of these with these pepperonis. And you can get some mini pepperonis, or you can do what I did and just take your pepperonis, because we pretty much always have pepperonis at our house. And so for something like this, you can just quarter them up, and now you have the smaller pepperonis that will go on these small little dishes like this. Now I tell you, I am the one who typically likes to eat the spicier food in our household. But I can almost assure you that my wife is going to want to try one of these with the jalapeno. Because she doesn't like it if it's super hot, but I have trained her up through the years of my cooking to be able to eat spicier and spicier food. So this should not bother her no spicier than these are going to be. So we have it all put together. We have our oven heated to 350 degrees. We're going to put those in the oven for right at 20 minutes, and then we're going to pull them out, let them cool off a little bit, and give them a taste. So we'll see you in about 20 minutes. Okay, so these peppers cooked for right at 20 minutes, and now we're ready to give them a try. So let's grab one right here. I can tell you it smells really good in here. So let's see what this tastes like. So you have that sweet pepper taste, which is just delicious. There's just enough of that marinara sauce, the cheese, the pepperoni, all just goes together so well. This is a really nice little, could be an appetizer, or for us tonight, this is just going to be our meal. Definitely good with the sweet mini peppers. But now let's see. What's it like with the jalapenos? Get a little of this cheese crisp. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh, that's really good too. It has obviously a different flavor from the sweet mini peppers. But this hot flavor with the jalapeno is really good. Both ways, they're really good. They're really simple. And they're pretty quick to fix. Bottom line, I tried it. You should too.